Hello children, welcome back in your geography class. So today also we are going to continue with our lesson number 4, maps. And as I told you in our previous session in the last week that the geography is always incomplete without the study or with the globes and maps. Globes are having limited limitations, but maps are not, because if we want to get information and we want to study more about the things, about the areas, about the places, then we have to move on to the maps. Okay, and then we studied there are 3 types of maps: physical map, political map and thematical map. In the physical map, we are studying about the physical features of the particular area, of the state, of the city, of the country or of the world. Then in the political map, we are studying about the cities, towns and countries, states with their boundaries, either of the state to state boundaries or of the country to country boundaries. Then we are having the thematical map. In the thematical map, we study about a specific area. When we study about a specific area, specific thing with a theme or with a topic, that is known as thematic map. Suppose if we want to study the population in distribution of population of India, then it means it's a thematical map of the distribution of population, distribution of rainfall, distribution of or of the monsoons, or distribution of the dry land or of the wildlife sanctuaries. So when we are studying about a particular topic, that those type of maps are known as thematic map. Last session I have showed you some types of the pictures of the maps also. Then how to study the map? For that we are having the 3 types of components. Okay, the components are distance, scale and what is another? डिस्टेंस, स्केल और क्या बताया था मैंने? कुछ बताया था आप लोगों को? डिस्टेंस, स्केल एंड सिम्बल्स. ओके, डिस्टेंस मीन्स what is the exact ratio of actual distance on ground and the distance shown on a map. So what is the distance? Distance means a scale. When we study with the scale, suppose we have to show something on a small piece of paper, but if the distance is 100 kilometers, then how will show on a small piece of paper? We have to put the ratio, like 1 centimeter is equal to 50 kilometers. Now 100 kilometers we have to show in 2 centimeters. So we are having the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 50 kilometers. So 2 centimeters is equal to 100 kilometers. So like this we have to make the scale to show the distance on a paper of the actual distance on the ground. So this I explained you. Then I told you about the directions. Directions, we are having cardinal directions and we are having intermediate directions, main directions and sub-cardinal directions. Because directions are very important to study any map. We are having we are having a line which shows the north towards north line. We are having always on the map a north line, okay, which shows us the direction towards north. So with that help, it is easy for us to find the other directions. So this much we have done last week. Now today we are going to study about the third component, that is symbols, and then we want to get the difference between sketch and a map. Okay, now symbols. Symbols means we need some symbols. Okay, symbols. When we study the map, suppose we are showing the river in the blue color. Okay, river we are showing, mountains with the brown color, we are showing the mountains, lakes with the blue color, water bodies with the, sometimes we are using the colors, but sometimes we are having some symbols. For the temple symbol, for the river, for the bridge, we are having specific symbols for these things to show on the map. Because when we study on the vast on a paper, we need some symbols. It helps us in many ways, because if we are visiting at any place and we don't know the language of that place, then what we'll do? If we are having a map of that place with the symbols, it helps us to go anywhere, because with the help of the symbols we can study. Now See here, I just want to show you. See, symbols. Symbols is an important component of a map. There is an international agreement regarding the use of symbols called conventional symbols. So we are having conventional symbols which are internationally we are signed the symbols, we are having the symbols. So it is an agreement, internationally, it is an agreement all over the world. The symbols are same for the particular things. So these symbols are called conventional symbols, which helps us to study the map. It becomes very easy. Okay. Now, what is the difference between sketch and a plan? Sometimes we are drawing the sketch, sometimes we are having the plan. Now, sometimes suppose your friend wants to come to your house and he or she doesn't know the way of your house. Okay, then what you will do? You will say, okay, if you come to this side, then you have to move toward turn to the left. Then on the left side you will see a tree. Then from there you have to walk 10 to 15 steps. Then you will see you will just tell them the some signs, okay, so that he or she can reach easily to your house. So when we draw a rough sketch, suppose you are saying and your friend is drawing a rough sketch of your house from his house to your house, then it helps him or her to come to your house. Okay, so sketch means an imaginary thing, or when based on our memory when we are using. So sketch means drawing without measuring the distance between places. So what is a sketch? When we draw anything, roughly when we draw anything without any measurement of the scale. Okay, rough drawing is drawn without a scale. When we draw something roughly on a piece of paper without using the scale. So in the maps we are using the scales. Okay, so without using a scale, when we draw anything on a paper, that is known as sketch, or you can say sketch is based on memory. Okay, now we are having the plan also. Plan means drawing of a small area on a large scale with a lot of information. Okay, when we draw a plan on a paper with a lot of information, a plan is always drawn according to the scale. So this is the difference between sketch and a plan. Sketch means when we draw roughly anything to tell somebody, but in a plan we move according to the scale, and the scale of a plan is different from a map. Now map is different, plan is different, sketch is different. Understood? Map is always, when we study the map, we need the components. We are having three components: distance, symbols and directions. Understood? Now sketch and plan is different. Understood? Sketch means drawing without any measurement, without the scale, but in the plan we need the scale and we get lot of information from the plan. Now understood the difference between sketch and a plan and the symbols. Okay, so now we will move on to I will show you some examples which are given in your book. I hope better you please open your books and then we can study from there. Okay.